gonna chill for a little second. We're gonna hold on. Give it some time. Let some people come into the room before I might have COVID-19, but I'm basically controlling it. So this is officially day 2 going into day 3. Like by tomorrow that will be day 3. And I took a test and it's not two clear solid lines. It was like one line and a faint line. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, I still feel a little sick and shit, but same scenario. I stood indoors, drink water, drink hot liquids, keep sweating, icky boo boo, and ugh. So we'll give this a second, because I thought this was an interesting Reddit forum that I just came across. Because I'm a little out the loop, but I get it now. You know, I get it. You know, really, I would truly call, Jamaicans that sing over music and stuff like that. They call themselves DJs, but you're really an MC. You're really truly an MC. You're a master ceremony. It's a ceremony, and you're talking that shit that everybody go crazy for. So you're really an MC. That's why I say Jamaica is probably maybe the best rappers in the world. That kind of word still hasn't clarified, like been categorized properly yet. But personally, me, I say Jamaicans is the best rappers in the world. They the genres of music they've been doing beyond the past 40 years, if not longer. Um, it took American culture to jump into those characteristics like half a decade to whole decades later. Fucking but like I said, that's just the best topic I would say to y'all when they try to say and this, I thought this was interesting because this is from 5 years ago. But yeah, you can't mention hip hop without Sound Clash. It's as simple as that. You can't. It's a lot of genres of music. Think of EDM, big time concerts, big speakers and all that shit. Sound Clash, fucking Sound Clash, bro. Like it's a lot of different genres that like Sound Clash plays a part to it. So it's like I said, like think of the NBA. We're only gonna mention 3 black basketball players. And remember, and one of them, if you really know the NBA, you already know what's the 3 black basketball players I'm gonna mention. And one of them is Jamaican. Really, it's 2 basketball players. The first one I was gonna mention is Jordan, but it's really not Jordan, y'all. It's Allen Iverson and Shaquille O'Neal. 2 basketball players that changed the whole fucking game when they got onto court. It was Shaquille. It was fucking Shaquille O'Neal and Allen Iverson. Those 2 dudes changed the whole fucking game. So yeah. There were all these other people before them and whatnot, but these 2 dudes changed the game forever. Those 2 basketball players, and one of them is Jamaican, both changed the game forever. This is it should be like 20 years already, if not longer. And I don't even watch basketball like that. But I witnessed that era. I witnessed that era right there when that happened. But this one person, I appreciate that they took time out to giving a background about Jamaican culture, and you know All ethnical cultures should openly admit to of an appreciation of each other. We're all beautiful. We're all we're all beautiful people, y'all. We're all beautiful people. So you don't hurt nobody. We're all beautiful people. But like I said to y'all, bro, yeah. You can't mention hip hop without mentioning sound clash and dub plates and shit like that. You can't mention hip hop without that shit. It's a lot of characteristics I would say to you they developed. Even if they were exposed to that shit by American culture. They created their own flavor. They definitely 100% created their own flavor. They were before their time in the 80s. They were before their time in the 90s. That's really what it is, I feel like. And but in reality you see, their music is world renowned. So, you know, I don't see what be the argument here besides, you know, developing a form of acceptance of each other. But New York was a heavy ass melting pot. If I was gonna say to y'all, from the 50s and up, New York was a melting pot. Um, there's an old Broadway play. Um, I wish I knew the name. I don't know why I say forgetting the name of it. It's an old Broadway play about the real gang fights of Hell's Kitchen between white people and Hispanic people. I wish I knew the name of the play right now, but that shit is based off of real shit. You know, about people can't be at peace. So we gotta fight for our lives type shit. That shit been going on for so long now. But yo, like, okay, here's another example. Born and raised growing up through hip hop music and stuff. I wouldn't want to hear just. You have different dialects. You have people. You have people who speak their dialects in Memphis. You have people who speak their twangs in Texas. You have people who speak their own dialects in Georgia. But let's just say aside from those three states I mentioned, um, you got Midwest, you got Ohio. It's a lot of states. I still want to hear outside cultures and hear them speak and learn and be exposed to their dialects as well. I'm not a stuck in the box person. I've always listened to multicultural music. That's my background. How I was raised. I listen to multicultures since my parents exposed me to that shit since a baby. But yeah, that's how I would tell anybody that you're so compassionate about saying like, nah, this is bullshit. Nah, like, yeah, you just so much don't believe in it. Just do a compare and contrast of periods and times, and then that's how you can add it. You might have better information than what the most populars. Um, you might want to develop a better information than what you're hearing from higher popular people. Like, nah, what you're really saying is not adding up. Like, what's up with the movie that he published, but then developed some issues from? It's sounding quiet right now, and this is more than a week or 11 days later. It's sounding quiet right now for Tariq, boy. Just understand when you want to contest dealing with hip hop, you're going to contest with families who have developed beyond 40 years of mixed ethnicities. So, like, you could be black American, but you fell in love with this Dominican woman or Honduras woman or Latino woman. Or really, both of y'all could be just black Latino people or Caribbean, Trinidadian, fucking, it don't matter what. But a lot of us became families beyond 40, 50, not longer years. I didn't even know from Canada, I think Chang is part Asian and part white. I thought he was Spanish. I thought he was Spanish. So that was genius of Cheech and him, that they somehow made a relationship and became hits together. That was fucking genius. That was a genius. Cheech and Chong is a fucking prime example and genius ass combination. And anybody else who has done that beyond 50 years and whatnot, more power to you, whatever ethnicity you are. That's genius. That was genius. But yeah, I like chatting about this, man. About how they try to play the dude, Kool Herc. Oh, when Kool Herc was down here, oh, he wasn't playing that shit. It was some elements that was making the increments that niggas started jacking that came from his background culture. This yo, when y'all be mentioning his name, that's about disrespectful. When y'all be mentioning like the like OGs to this shit, that just shows you what's wrong about a lot of y'all cultures, and you degrade people under like, you know, 100 years long. You degrade people within 10 years, 20 years. Like, you can't let nobody develop no fucking lineage. That's a shame. That's a goddamn shame. And it's disrespectful. Now, if any human beings has done any bad shit that I would say could create an asterisk under their name, maybe. Like the same shit that would happen in sports and people be cheating by using roids and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe you can develop an asterisk to your name. But I don't know. I still got the icky boo boos. Today's day, official 3. Sweating it off, and everything that the person is saying here, I'm telling y'all, you could see like multiple forums that'll say a lot of this same stuff over and over and over again. Forget about talking about the American culture. Let's just stay straight with the Jamaican culture. A lot of this information right here, you can find out over and over and over again of people speaking straight in that factors and category and whatnot. But yeah, I would, you know, it's interesting that they incorporated the word instead of MC to say DJ. I would respectfully, you're an MC, bro. Men and women in Jamaica, and you pick up, you're a singer. You're really, you're a fucking singer. You ain't a DJ or a fucking MC. That's some American shit. You was fucking singing. You was singing, rapping, and rap singing before niggas was really doing that shit out here in America. This whole new era we have for the past decade, if not 15 years, of the A boogies with the hoodies and all that shit. Jamaicans was doing that shit from 30 years, 40 years, 50 years already. So the A Boogie with the hoodie era, let's just say for an example, any rappers, anybody we know in modern day, A Boogie with the hoodie, damn, what's this dude, the dude from Cali name? Just anybody singing, rapping. Jamaicans was doing that already before them. And that's why I keep saying, like every other decades, they're basically before their time. The true aliens, bro. Niggas is the true aliens, boy. And they don't get their credit for that shit. They don't get their proper grace and credit for that shit. But real ones know. Fucking reggae has an attachment in rock and roll. Jamaican culture has attachment in rock and roll. Fucking EDM. Jamaican music is attached to multiple genres of fucking music in modern day. So like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Like I said, as a challenge to Americans, most of your average Americans cannot fucking rap better than Jamaicans. Cannot do vocals better than a Jamaican. A Jamaican fucking kid, probably in junior high school and high school, fucking run circles on your adults. I don't know if that was a real video. I think I saw one time of Alkaline when he was in school, and that shit was insane. His rhythm, yo. Two Jamaican Americans who right now, for within this decade era, who was fucking running circles on most of the fucking industry. Once again, they were Jamaican Americans. Ski Master, Slump God, and XXXTentacion. The only other person who wrote an actual rap that was the Ski Master X flow was Joey Trap. And that shit was, I liked it. Anybody who could write that flow that they was using, that they was mainly using, it's a double time, it's a fast rap, it's not easy to write. That shit is hard. That shit is cool. And I know, and that's why I stay bigging them up from when I first got to start hearing in them and how they rapped. I was like, nah, this is crazy, bro. This shit hard. Fucking, and most people in American industry can't, and still to this day can't do it. This is like, not to say 10 years ago that they was writing, that they wrote these raps. Most people in the industry still can't do it. Shout out to Key, cause they say he's basically like the Godfather from GA, from Atlanta. Shout out to Key. That nigga's a GOAT. And he deserves his flowers. Key is fire. Key is fire. Key exclamation point. Fuck you mean? Key is fire. That nigga is a leader of modern day rap. His style, his fucking Key is Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. I'll get that nigga his props. They said, like, I'm gonna say, like, they consider like him a godfather of a lot of almost all the shit. So I'll give that nigga his props on that one. Definitely. But he still didn't get his proper flowers like he deserves yet. Like, I feel like he should be bigger, even bigger than I think he's Black American, who I'm talking about. I think he should be so much bigger than what the fuck is going on right now. Unless he just be cooking for niggas and he happy with that bag. Which I wouldn't be shocked. If I was Key from Atlanta, Georgia, yeah, you should just be ghostwriting for niggas and just, but make sure they pay you that right buku dawa. And yeah, you don't even have to worry about fucking tap dancing on TV and all that bullshit. Basically, you getting a check behind doors because you is the source. Yeah, Key that boy. I will definitely say that. Key's very very fucking unique. So don't get it twisted. I like all different ethnicities. Like I said, I like all different ethnicities. Straight up, I fuck with all different ethnicities. But yo, most people in Atlanta ain't Key. Let me give you that. Okay, most Black Americans across America ain't Key, nigga. Key's literally a one of one. Mhm. You don't know who Key is? You should be ashamed of yourself. Because even white people know who Key is. Everybody, like, mad different ethnicities know who Key is. You should be ashamed of yourself. Shout out to Key. Nah, Key is good work. That boy, he cooked some good stew. Definitely. Fuck you mean Key? Yeah, I could. I've been listening to Key for like beyond half a decade and longer. The the mixtape he made with the Vegeta with him wearing a Vegeta costume. Yo, he's before his time. But 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 like let's say like he's the creator of the A flow. Like I mean at the at every sentence you say the word A. That's kind of Canadian. So we all kind of. That's to give you an example. You see how I kept bigging up Key? One of his main flows that really got popular was the A flow. So that means you say in a sentence, at the end of the sentence, you say the word A, or like okay. And I would say to you that that's kind of like some Canadian. That's kind of like more Canadian culture than American culture. Like what you talking about, A? Yo, you're gonna go just go have some drinks, A. That's Canadian culture. So and you see what I'm talking about. At the end of the sentence, you say the word A. So that's not some American shit. That's straight up Canadian. That's straight up Canadian. So it shows you that people from American culture or whatever, yeah, they do be picking up on lingo from other cultures. I'm just a regular guy. Hey, talking my shit. Talking my shit. Look, I'm fly. Hey, flipping the bread, a big pies. Hey, aiming that shit for your eyes. Hey, like that's that. But that's Canadian. So that just shows you that American culture is heavily influenced by all the different ethnicities that come to the fucking country, or whatever they could get exposed to. I'm clicking into a bunch of. I'm hungry right now. I'm about to eat a sandwich, son. Hip hop did not derive. I'm not gonna say it derived from it, but that person I said to you proved. I would say is a good point. Yo, it played major. It played some major factors to it. It played major factors to it. It played major factors. Them niggas still rap better than you. What year was that shit they talking about? 1970s? Okay. 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010. We're talking 50 years. Them niggas still rap better than you. That's it. I'll just say straight like that. Americans, you're trash. For 50 years, because it say 1970s, but it's really deeper than that. It's 60s. Them niggas still rap better than you. Them niggas, them niggas, like Ben ran the track field like well over 1,000 times on y'all. Yo, a lot of Americans don't even know Jamaican lingo still to today, and it's basically just as clear English as any fucking body else. I be testing them sometimes. and I'll talk to them like in Jamaican lingo, and they admit like they didn't know what the fuck I just said. That'll be their answers to me. And I just like, yo, that's not good. You need to develop some culture. You need to develop some culture, bro. I mean, you can't do, you ain't gonna be able to do shit in Asia. You ain't gonna be able to know how to properly move in the fucking West Indies. You ain't gonna know how to move in Spanish places. You ain't gonna know how to move in fucking European places. That's what you're basically saying about yourself. You don't take the time out to learn about cultures. All you take the time out to do is work a job and think that your money is sufficient in just any random places, which to an extent it is. To an extent, your dollar is, but it still has its limitations. Yo. Oh man. Yeah. I gotta make some hot tea or something. How long we did here? Damn, that's kind of cool that a half an hour went by for doing some improv. But yo, is the chat still here? That chat I was reading for that comment, or did I click too far into it? Um, I hope. Wait a minute, can I go back? Oh, okay, here it goes again, and then we're gonna go on that. Yeah, okay, here was the one. Yeah, so I like how the person upvote, like how they even give you a little positivity as an example. Yo, even if we were saying right over, I'm gonna still upvote you, but now I'm still gonna tell you about my background and shit. I like how this person um Wildest the rewind. Yeah, nah, I really like how they replied to this person. Straight up, yo. Cause I don't find no negativity or no trying to degrade black American, none of that shit in this. That's why that's I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so there was something he was talking about here, I think in the beginning part, and I want to go back to that part too. About like the gangland rhythms and the lost poets and the Watts prophets, which praise and respect to both of them. There were some mixed ethnicities in those cliques. I mean, people of other ethnicities instead of it just everybody just in the lost poets and the Watts prophets. There were multiple ethnicities in those cliques. So I would say, look, when it comes to how y'all try to debate about that hip hop, let's try to think of forget when the shit originally began. Cause when it first was made, it didn't pop off. It didn't blow up. It didn't get on the fucking radio like that. No, it didn't really blow up from that. Let's think of the eras where the shit really, like the rocket really flew to another planet, and who was there at that time. All right, I'm skedaddling. Thank you for a moment of your time. Peace, respect, and love to everybody. I love you all.